Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing great this crazy week of April. Oh my gosh, it's all happening. And of course, yes, we are going to address the massive elephant in the room. But before we do, I just want to let all of you know, if you are in Australia, we've got less than a week going on here before we've got a massive prophecy conference happening in Melbourne, the Gold Coast, and New Zealand. If you are in one of those places or near it, or just feel like getting on a plane, I would encourage you to go and check this out at themightyright.com. We've got Ken Michael, Mondo Gonzalez, and Billy Crone coming to this and speaking at the conference, and of course down in Melbourne. I'll also be there as well, speaking with Tom Hughes via simulcast, and I'm going to do the same in the Gold Coast for the one-day event as well. You can go to the Mighty Right, get all the information there. Okay, we've got that out of the way. No problem. Here we go. Wow. What a week. It started off with an absolute bang. And yep, it started with the Pope dying. Holy moly. Well, I guess we kind of saw it coming, but we didn't see it coming. Yeah, I'm going to talk about him in just a second, but I also want to highlight, to go back to the whole point that I was talking about in regards to the global economy and things like that. Have you been looking at gold? Gold has been going through the roof. And it hit an all-time high again. It just keeps going up and up. Now, by the way, it took a dip this week. And just to kind of explain that, what ended up happening was there was a little bit of a boost in the stock market. And so the counter to that is that there is a dip in the gold. This is possibly the dip that I was talking about. I am no financial guide at all, but it's very interesting to see what's going on. This may be your opportunity if you had any interest in that. If not, don't worry about it. Just remember, as you are God's child, God will take care of you, as he does the flowers and the birds and the things like that. That is scriptural. But if you are interested, this might be your time. But yes, gold hit an all-time high, and it's probably going to go even higher probably next week. All right. Let's get back to the bit about the Pope here, though, too. I mean, last time we saw, he kind of gave this public speech coming off of, having double pneumonia or whatever it was that he had. He was not looking good, not looking good at all. And so why this is interesting to me more than anything else is the timing of all this. So we've got the economic stage being set up. We've got the political stage and everything happening within Israel being set up. I know, Netanyahu, basically, Israel is realizing they're on their own. That is scriptural. What's going on here? We've got Gog, Magog. This is all kind of lining up. It's all falling into place, people. This was what I keep pointing out. And if you believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church, you would know that, if we're seeing all this happen as part of the 7-year tribulation, when's the rapture of the church? Possibly any day now. I don't know. I'm not going to set a date. But very interesting stuff going on. And yet now we've got the Pope dying, which, look, there are many arguments about this, and why this is interesting, why I bring this up is that there are many people who believe that the false prophet is going to come out of the Roman Catholic Church. I tend to agree with that for many other reasons within Revelation. And I won't cite those scriptures right now, but let's address what we see. So the reason we're going to address a couple of points here of who the false prophet actually is. So it's like, okay, well, if you have this under your belt, then what you can do then is pay attention to what's happening in the Vatican. Pay attention to who they pick, because obviously they're going to have to get somebody to fill that seat. Now, look, if this person doesn't quite fit all these boxes, and I'm going to caution everybody too, we can never make the mistake of trying to force scripture. What I mean by that is anybody who is saying, oh, it has to be this, this is fulfilling prophecy and all like that. A lot of times what happens is that, we don't really know for sure until after the fact. And then you can kind of look at that. But I mean, there's a lot of signs of things that are going on. So look, that's the whole reason for this exercise together today, to talk about this. And so it's just to highlight it. Let's go through it. We learn of this. A lot of this is from, well, all of this is from Revelation 13. First point I want to make is that he is the false prophet. He is false because he is a prophet who promotes Satan and not God, or he'll actually end up promoting the Antichrist. Actually, that is point 2. And this comes from Revelation 13:12. He promotes the worship of the Antichrist. Yes, it's actually the false prophet who elevates the Antichrist. Third point here is he develops a ministry of religious deception. You know, I've talked about this a lot on the channel. This again comes from Revelation 13:3. I've talked about this a lot on this channel where, it's just rat poison. It just takes a little bit, rat poison is 2% poison and 98% food. So truly, this goes in terms of the church. All it takes is a little bit of falseness within a church to make it all bad. Like, for example, all paths lead to God. Get that one out of your head. Not true. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Anyway, moving on. Point 4, he deceives people to follow the Antichrist. Revelation 13:14, he deceives those who live on the earth because of the signs that he is permitted to perform on behalf of the beast, which, by the way, there's technology out there, I think, that will possibly be utilized to show signs and wonders. Even if it's not even technology, we learn that, think about this, in Moses, when he went to the Pharaoh, and performed these miracles, Pharaoh had, soothsayers and whatnot around him, psychics around him to perform these tricks, parlor tricks. So there was definitely a spiritual element going on there. It's going to be the same, with this false prophet. Moving on to point 5, he kills people who don't follow the Antichrist. In Revelation 13:15, we learn about this. And it's talking about where it is halfway through the tribulation, that they are going to be beheading Christians or anyone who will not take the mark. Grim, really grim stuff. I don't want to be here for that. Point 6, he enslaves people by control and oppression. He requires everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free or slave, to be given a mark on his right hand or forehead. And of course, the 7th point, he promotes a false gospel of economic salvation and security, that no one can buy or sell, rich or poor, unless they have the mark. And of course, what the mark is, this is all up for debate. We've speculated about this. I know we're not going to know for sure until that time comes. And if you believe in the pre-trib rapture, we're not going to know. We're not going to know. Who knows? Who knows? We may know when we are in heaven. I don't know. I really don't know. Folks, these are the things that we need to see is pay very careful attention. If they put in a pope who seems, let's just say, watch this space. And I don't want to speculate too much on this, but again, all these things are falling into place. That's really the thing to highlight. And if all these things are falling into place now, how much, I can't believe we're still here. That might even be my first line when I'm talking on stage at this conference. It'd be like, I don't know why we're here, but obviously we're here for a reason. And actually, this is really the point, is that while you are here, you've got a circle of influence of people that are around you. And our job is just to spread the gospel. We've got a very limited time, a finite time, to reach those people within our circle of influence, because frankly speaking, I don't want anybody to go through this. And yet there are going to be a lot of people who do go through that 7-year tribulation. Folks, that's it. That's my word of the day. Word of the week. It's very quick today, as quick as I can possibly do it for you. Watch this space. It's absolutely cuckoo nuts of all the stuff that's going on. Exciting to watch, and be ready. I'm excited. Weirdly enough, I'm excited. Folks, that's it. Thank you so much. If you did like this video, please like it, subscribe if you think I'm worthy of it, and folks, I do hope to see you down in Melbourne or in the Gold Coast, but I hope to see you all next time.